Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working and things should be fine, so you guys should be able to look at me and hear me without any issue. So as of now I'm waiting for incognito window to play back audio so I can know that it is working. Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. Okay, as of now, I'm gonna assume things are working and all things are go. So today's topic, Foundation Season 3. I generally watch episodes on Sunday, that's why I could not do it last week, but this was the time when I finished it. And I have to say, a spoiler-free review, it's really going well. Like now again, if you are someone who is like, okay, I'm reading the book, does it match up to the book? No. Think of book as a guide rather than like, you know, play by play, so to say. So let that be very crystal clear. Do not compare this show from book to this, because again, there is inherent understanding that you must have that book is a different medium, because your imagination fills up a lot of the blank spaces. While you are showing in a TV, those blank spaces are not what you call easily you know, you cannot easily paint over them, so it creates an issue. So whenever you are adapting something, you are adapting something. You're not control C control Ving it. So you're just not like, okay, that was not storyboard and that you are converting it. So let that be very clear. So you have to understand that and be mindful. Asimov's original story works and all that, they were not done chronologically, meaning he did had a lot of going back and rewriting and readjusting the story, so to say, chronologically wise. So there is some of that. However, the best part is that it is complete. It's not Game of Thrones where, like, you know, it started out very awesome and then it became loose motion. So as of now, all things I have seen in season 3 and season 1 and season 2, it does point to a show that has potential, a show that has some effort and love put behind it. I can easily what you call notice that, and because this is from Apple, I have faith that is, and I actually continue rather than, like, you know, what Netflix does, season 1 season 2 then cancel it. So I have much higher faith in this, because again, Netflix also had this 3-body problem. Now I like the material, but I do not think that's gonna go anywhere simply because it's on Netflix. Netflix will cancel it after season 2. So even the books have been complete, like even that book is complete. So there is a bit of fear. I had a little bit of fear with Expanse also, but they wrapped it up quite well, even though they did not finish the story. The book was there, they did not finish it, which was very confusing to me. The best guess I have is that they never actually became as big as they should have. Like Expanse in terms of outreach, public outreach was very poor. It started on Sci-Fi show and it, like, nobody even knew, like, till season 1 season 2. Like I think I started at season 3, so it did not have that momentum. And again, Sci-Fi started to flat out close it, and again, this is how we know Jeff Bezos is rich. He liked the show, and Sci-Fi was like, okay, let's close the show, like, you know, show. And Jeff Bezos is like, how about no? Like, this is how you know you're rich. Like, you know, oh, I like the show. Oh, they are closing the show. Buy the goddamn show. Continue the damn show. I'm like, damn. That's like, damn. So that was like very shocking. But again, they did wrap it up quite well, and they left it at a good thematic point. But books do continue further than that. So there is that. Devashish Bajju, heart to you. Abhinav Sharma, hi to you. Technical Partha. Hi 3, hi 4. Don't spam because I'll simply block it. What the heck? Reserve Bank of India started to send messages. When the heck did happen? Reserve Bank of India. Okay. I really heard that. Okay, hard to think a week passed away this fast. Yeah, I have to say, fundamentally speaking, time is flying by. Since I came back from my spinal surgery, I've been really working hard trying to make sure that I recover. Basically, before spinal surgery, things were bad, like flat out bad. I could not work. After that, I tried to reach my super optimum position, that is like getting 3 tasks done. As in, I do from morning to evening the main video task, main YouTube channel task, then in evening do something on something, and that at night do again. If I can do 2 batch of work, I'm really productive. 3 is like GG. Now, when my spinal pain was really bad, as in like hamstring pinch was way too extreme, even YouTube work itself was like taking whole day and I was barely getting any work done. So that has improved dramatically, and I realized the problem was with me, that I have to make sure that spine is always in locked angle. As long as it's there, I'm good, I'm cool, no problem. But if I deviate, if my spine becomes like this, bad problem starts to happen. So it's still a like hard habit that I have to learn, like really learn, that I cannot lose my spine. Like it has to be like so that is still something that I'm learning. But again, this does give me hope that A, surgery was helpful, B, I can like sit and work, because the alternative is the stand and work. And again, I can do stand and work, and but people say that it's really bad for your knees. It's good for your spine but bad for your knees. So I'm like so times have been flying, like and so many things happened on my plate. It's like I have this engine company to deal with, then I have a fume extractor to deal with, then I got some another call, which again we'll talk about it next week, that to work with. So a lot of things are happening, and on top of that, last week was full of puja, so to say, like a religious gathering, family function, so to say. So many of them were happening. It's like for almost 1 week I was barely getting to work done. So it was shocking. Like I'm delayed. Like I have to work tomorrow also, unfortunately, which I might not do. I do not like the idea of working on Sundays. So let's see. Foundation versus Interstellar. Foundation, man. Hello to you. Radhe Radhe Saji, Radhe Radhe to you. You have message retracted. AV, okay, thank you. According to Stoicism, we should not take responsibility of things outside of our control, like our past maybe. No. Responsibility as in like it does not mean like you worry about it, like, oh, I made this decision. Just accept that part, like I made that decision, and it's almost a requirement for forgiveness, where you're like, okay, you have to acknowledges that you made that decision, you have to accept the consequences, and then your journey towards moves on. Like you have to accept it. Like running from it makes it bad. And again, that's what it means. Like, responsibility means it's not outside of your control. It's something you did control at one point. So you have to acknowledge it. And again, I have personally gone through that, and I can tell you, like, it is necessary. It hurts. Let that be very clear. It hurts. You will hate your younger self. But again, inherently, that's the beauty of life. Meaning, if you are doing things right, as you get older, your younger self should look more stupider and stupider. That's the good part. That means you are growing. You never want to be one of those stagnant people where they are like, college, school, job, the end. Like their life actually, and they just go into autopilot. Like things are just happening. They are just like flowing with it. And again, you can talk to them when they are in 30s. You can talk to them in their 40s, in 50s and 60s. Nothing inherently changes. So you never want that. So, I heard my plans to add isobutanol in diesel. Yeah, that was genuinely stupid and scary. Do you think endogamy marriage between cousin better than it doesn't have divorce case? Dude, it's like it's both are bad. Let's just put it that way. India shouldn't run away from problem. Instead, like a Western nation, we must think and act on ourselves rather than creating culture going abroad. Point from billion people. Again, I totally agree with you, but you have to understand, people go abroad not because they can't fix the problem here. It's just that other people do not let them fix. Like I'll tell you a recent revelation that I had. Ooh, heavy words, foundation words, revelation. This recent revelation is that African nations, almost all of them, have black magic problem. I'm not joking, like it's actually there. And it's not like, oh, Western people looking down on them. No. These are African scholars who was born there, studied there, went abroad and compared and contrasted everything, and they're like, dude, we cooked. We're done. And what does that mean? That simply means everybody has a locus of control external, meaning, oh, don't become too successful because somebody will put a black magic on you, somebody will put curse on you. And I'm not joking, people are spending millions, let that be very clear, millions of dollars to cast black magic, cast curses and all that. And again, people do not want to be so very successful. So if you have a spark of brain where it's like, though this is BS, you run away from that country. You have no other option. So India has a very what you call tame version of that. But again, that's what it is. Indians do not want to change. Now, thankfully, we have cleared this part of our history, so to say, black magic, totka and all, shaman and all that. We have made very amazing progress in that regard. Because again, you might say, oh, it's not 100% gone. Again, it's still in America also somewhere. And compared to Africa, like it is mind-boggling. And again, this is inherent nature. It's like, why the heck Africa did not fly as India did? Like India is literally talking in the top countries. Like every demand, like we are feeding people. Like, did you know that South Africa has one of the largest farmlands available? I did not even know that. Like they have farming lands. I'm not talking just desert and all that. Land, farming land. And again, then I looked into past. Yeah, Africa was like very close to breadbasket. So what the hell happened? Shaman. Like basically, you never want your control to be outside. It's like I take action, either it works or it does not work. Cool, awesome. It cannot be, oh, I hired a wrong priest and the priest did not cast the magic right. And I'm not joking, this is what Africans inherently think. Inherently, like the internal belief. Oh, why the West is advanced? Oh, they have better magic than us and they are not sharing. And again, this was shocking to me. This is what Africans are saying. I was like, holy damn. So you have to understand that. Like this same issue happens in India, where it's like, for example, uh, our office culture is messed up. It's almost like colonial. Why it is that? It's not done by West. It's done by us. So same thing happens here. It's like, how long can you fight? And again, one of my friend who went to Australia, he said like it's a night and day difference. In India, it's like everybody, like you're supposed to know everything. Like he was scared. Like again, he went from Indian office culture to Australian. He was scared. Like one time he had to say, "It's like I'm sorry, sir, I did not." He was like, "Why are you sorry, man?" Like we did not hire a god, right? Like that's the reality of it. We did not hire a god. If you are that talented, we would not be able to afford you. So it's like, yeah, cool. If you want to learn. Like we'll find someone else. And like and again, not firing it, not threatening. I was like, no, cool. So it was like, whoa. And that's the whole point. Talk about pig pet invest. Pig pet? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I find myself looking. I found your channel when I was 18. Today I'm 20 years old. Because of you, I'm able to develop a small level mind filter. All hululu slowly. I'm very grateful to you. Too much butter, but thank you. Raised by Wolf. I did watch it. Like one of my friend was very adamant about that, but it felt very, what you call, almost like Aliens movie retake. And I do not like the idea of stories that loop itself. Like we went there and this happened, and then there's like scriptures have this. Oh no, but this was the original planet. Then we went to that, and then come back. It's like I do not like that sort of time. Again, it's personal taste. I did not enjoy it, and I am reasonably sure they cancelled the show. I think third season. They did not close it. That I know. So it had good start, but it was like all the actors, as in like characters, sorry, all the characters in the show were stupid. It's like you literally did faster than light travel. You got to a planet, and the first thing you are doing is landing. It's like, bruh, do a low, like analysis, like where the heck you gonna land, and you're telling me that like super advanced, Android bot and what was that weapon, that thing. And like she could not, like, okay, let's be in orbit, let's scan where the heck we gonna land, let's figure things out. And it's almost like wouldn't it be cool if ship was stupid and just like tried to land without a braking system. It's like everything was like that stupid. It's like, oh, you literally have children running around, why not create a boundary around the wells? Like we Indians do that. We Indians create a well. I was like, oh, child fall. There's like, why did you, it like so stupid. Like there was stretching stupidity so much. I was like, bro, I'm out. Like it did not grab me that way. But most of the things after E20 hurt my car. I have to take some action against who is responsible. It's your choice. See, you have multiple what you call avenues of dealing with it. First avenue, you can decide, you know what, this is enough and it's enough. I do not like to live in this country. Yeet out of the country. Second option, figure out a way to basically reduce the damage. There are some additives that can help, or do more frequent maintenance. There are options. How do you, like, again, it is out of your control. Does not mean it is out of your reaction. Like, how do you react to it? That is still up to you. You can deal with it. Do you think Russia will attack NATO countries after Poland and Estonia and no, they will be shift deleted. Like, dude, if they are having hard time with Ukraine for 4 freaking years, and here's the deal, here's the embarrassing part. Look at their war map. The early months, they had more land mass what they have right now. That you know what that called, retreat. They never got that land back, and yeah, they are crawling like 1 kilometer. And currently, if you average it out, like what is the average speed? It's like it's gonna take 100 years to cover Ukraine. So yeah. NATO will annihilate. NATO will just annihilate. Because here's the deal, why did not Ukraine win? Because A, they were a very corrupt country till 2014. Only after the bitch slap of annexation of Crimea, they grew up. It's like, whoa, we can't be stupid, we can't be bitch, we have to grow up. So they started to grow up, and their air force was still very weak. So in that scenario, they are surviving. In that scenario, they are building drone systems. In that scenario, they are building, what's the new missile? Flamingo missile. So they are doing amazing for that, what you call constraint. They are doing amazing. Be mindful. Like everybody was like, oh, they're going to fall in 3 to 4 days. And like, that time the meme was Zelensky was saying like, I do not need evacuation. I need ammunition. I was like, damn, the comedian went to die. But like now people are like, damn, son. Like literally US naval forces teach us how to take care of Navy. Like how the heck you sunk Moskva, a flagship, with bitch please missiles. Like the missiles are ancient. Like they're ancient. They were used in Falkland War. Like that's how ancient they are. They are like, what was it? Neptune. They're ancient. And they used it to kaput. And they used it simply because there was a cloud. They bounced the radar from a cloud. I'm like, damn, are you using AM radios for target lock? So it is hilarious. Like, nowadays YouTube is full of astrology app ads. Heck, one of my friend here is astrologer. He wanted to come on my channel. I said like, okay, but after Durga Puja, like there is a festival after Durga Puja, I'll see whether I can bring him or not. Please make a video. What should India can do in terms of AI, because our IT sector is going to be too affected too badly. I do not know, man. Like let that be very clear. Like it's a real problem. Duh. But I do not have a genuine answer for that. Like genuinely I could, again, that's why I keep saying, if the godfather of AI is like, yeah, like everybody is hoping that it's not that good. Like that's not a solution. I have not even seen any remote, what you call, tools where it's like, they can do that. Why Avatar shows human as bad people? Watch my bad storyteller. I have made a whole Future Friday episode just on that. So did you know you can use a supply weapon like engines and tank? Yeah, this engine, that RS-25, no, sorry. Heck, a lot of rocket engines in America is made from Ukraine, and India's ISRO's SCE-200, that is from Ukraine. Although to be fair, it was so early on, it was physically from Ukraine, but that time they called it USSR. So yeah. There are very few countries that know how to make turbo machinery. Ukraine is like, we good, we got this. And be mindful, right while they are getting boomed, they are building microjet engines to make cruise missiles. It's like, they're good. Like turbo machinery, they're good. So I mean, it's so sad and cheap that Indian dream are only limited to go abroad to settle over there. Again, it's not a problem of those individual people. It's just that culturally, we are so stagnant. We are so, again, we are not as bad as Africans. That's the good part. But bad part is we are not as free as Westerners. So like we are literally limited by ourselves. Technically companies pay not by individual. Just a little correction I wanted to mention from Hindi channel. $10,000 thing is technically on the companies to pay, not by individuals. It's irrelevant. See, in both scenarios you win. For example, like America is one of those countries, everybody bitches about it, but everybody wants to go there. It's like, duh. So that's there. Second, if let's just say they put like, N1 visa, 1 million, 100K dollars requirement, cool. That will reduce brain drain in India. So although to be fair, I do not think it will have any effect because there are other countries. Again, I want to go to Australia. I don't want to go to America. I want to go to Australia. They have services there. Legal services. I don't think there's a good alternative passed on just by enlisting as per bags to have no marriage, no problem. Don't think that. Again, that's your personal choice. If DNA, passing down DNA is the primary component for your your desire, go YOLO on it. If it's not, don't go YOLO on it. It's personal. Like it's personal. It's not something. I'm a simple individual who's like, my first priority is make sure people's free will, people's choice must be protected, and you should have the ability to choose however you want to do it. One of the college professors said, see Japan, they work 18 hours, we Indians work 5 to 6 hours productively. A Japanese did not work like that. They sell their future for their past. That's what, like their ego killed them. Like they're dead country. Any Tom, Dick and Harry who's like, oh, Japan, orgasm. No, they dead. They will be a Muslim country while most of us are alive. Like they will be dead. Like their birth rate is gone, done, dead. It's not like, oh, it's going to happen. No. It happened. It's a past tense. You are watching crash in slow motion happening. Like done, dead. Villages are being removed from maps simply because there is nobody there. So it's like thinking that was a good idea. No, that was a suicide with extra steps. Like, you're not alive for a country, country is alive for you. You can should use tilt rotor missile. Again, rotors are not fast enough for missile. Engaging pig as in pest to west, stop Muslim immigration because pig is unholy Muslim. Let's see. I'm pig is best. I'm unaware of that right now. In future, more unemployment increases, chaos meaning hate to other, and the end increasing war. If any chances bad things will happen, you said they will trigger war outside of the with others. Time will tell. See, there is only certain amount of processing you can do, certain amount of things you can understand. You can't predict everything with absolute certainty. So there's that. Services are there in India too. I genuinely am confused. Could you please tell what unique is there? Seriously, sir. Why does NATO not take direct fight with Russia and free Ukraine? Again, that will trigger nuke. That's why. Why do you say who are migrating to Japan? What do you? Again, let them go, na. See, you always have to understand whenever you are talking about large enough sample size, there will be noise in the data. Meaning there will be, like, let's say 10,000 people going to USA, 100 people going to Japan. I'm not gonna focus on 100. So, and again, it's almost nigh impossible to get citizenship there. Nigh impossible. Too many old people are taking decision for youth. Not taking decision, I would not say taking decision, destroying the youth. Like the Supreme Court, when they are literally allowing women to bring someone else's child in a marriage, like that is not okay. That is not something you humans can do. Like if you do that, that's what we call brood parasitism. Like, is shift deleting your gene code? Basically, you are destroying the one who knows how to build a house over orgasm. It's like that's how animals are made. That's not how humans are made. Humans are made by house making. That was stupid. So it's not that old people are taking decisions. Old people are like, what if we F the people? And worst case scenario, they think they are doing good things. Which again, if you watch my last Friday's video, yesterday's video, I talked specifically about the worst kind of people are the people who think moral superiority. So, oh, we are thinking about the children. No, children are supposed to suffer if the parents do the bad thing. You cannot say like, oh, we're gonna let this thief go, we're gonna let this murderer go because they have a children. That's not how it works. You're supposed to have that. That was like what you call feedback loop. That was the feedback loop. So hey, don't just go for orgasm. Make sure that you have what you call, because somebody else will suffer the consequences. To safeguard that, we are like, okay, what if we give alimony? What if we do this? What if we allowed that? What if we do that? And now every family unit is destroyed. It's like that painful part was there for a reason. It's almost like wishing that you never had a pain. Trust me, it will be really, really bad for you. Like, we need pain to survive. Pain is our feedback loop. So, as the Indian start revolutionary step after 2000. You can say, sir, any comment about Nepal situation? Yeah, it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting. What's thoughts on photonics chips technology? My video on, I have already covered it, man. I want to make 5th gen fighter without making a 4th gen. Dude, Indians always have this issue. It's like, from a government point of view, always open our mouth. It's like, we want this. Like, we literally could have had our own aviation industry in India, good aviation. And instead of doing that, we just like, okay, I'm not joking, Air Force open their mouth. It's like, and this is just after independence. Oh, we want Mark II capable fighter jets. It's like, what the ask for jets, the end. Don't ask for anything more. Ask for jets. Ask for factories that can build jets. Ask for manufacturers that can manufacture jet engines. Nothing more than that. Ask for assembly station. Ask for a maintenance depot. Don't ask for, oh, we need Mark II. And again, Russia was like, oh, these Indians people, what if they have brain? Sell them crap. We've got MiGs. You know what Air Force calls the MiG? Flying coffin. So, but for this child thing, parliamentary to make system for that. Courts generally don't do that. Isn't Parliament who's more responsible? Again, no. Court is independent for Parliament. Parliament can pass a whole judge system, but generally they are two independent branches, so to say. Don't wish it was easier. Wish it was better. You can explain more. Couldn't understand it much. Think in this way. I, Anupam Vipul, take two Anupam Vipuls, okay? Anupam Vipul of now and Anupam Vipul of 4 years ago. Now, Anupam Vipul of 4 years ago, that time case had just started. Like, I just got the notice, okay? So, case is real. I am in actual danger. Money will be burnt like there is no tomorrow. And there, at that time, there was risk of jail. Okay, now that is district court level stress, okay? District court. Now, Anupam Vipul now, 4 years has passed. The district court case is over. Now I have a high court case. That is much more serious, much more expensive. But here's the deal, I'm not freaking out now, but I freaked out at that time. So what changed? Pain got worse, but I got better, so I can handle it. That's what it means. Don't wish it was easier. Don't wish for an easy life. Wish you had the capability to handle it. For example, if you're like, I wish things were cheaper. No, I wish I was richer. Now you work on like, okay, how do I invest? How do I expand my portfolio? How do I save money? How do I make sure I'm investing rather than expendituring? So all those things are there. That's what it means. Like, don't wish it was easier. Don't wish for easy life. Wish for strength. Wish for wisdom, so to say. Is it possible to get Japanese citizen Japan because Korea all the not citizen just like UAE population for more than locals? Yeah. Jets are niche to invest in while move to Australia. Yes, is also delaying jet engines for test. They're also not reliable. USA is also delaying. How the heck they're delaying? I'm not getting the context that you're trying to say. Have you ever tried Cupid AI for AI companion? I've tried it. It's good. I think you will like it. I'm not there yet. I don't need it yet. Live right now, I'm too goddamn busy. Like, genuinely, I'm not joking. Like, this whole week, I had like so many gatherings, family gatherings, that it was a miracle that I'm only one day behind. As in, like, if I work tomorrow, I should be able to, like, claw back things. But I'm not sure should I work on Sunday or not. Like, again, thankfully, I did have recorded a shot. That shot will come tomorrow, so I'll have continuous footage. But I'm not sure what should I do. Like, should I really try to work on Sunday or just like give my brain a day off? Because again, I have a very long week ahead of it and some heavy work after that. So I'm not sure what to do. Me today was not the best, as old, was using that much time. It's a decent jet at that. That's the whole point now. If India was wise, India would be like, okay, it's much better to build our own jet, even if it's a shittier jet. Because if you are building yourself, you are developing your own manufacturing ability. You are developing your own technology lab house. You are also spending the money in the country, not giving the money away. Like, there is no penalty of that. It's like, oh, but we will have behind. It's like, yeah, if you are buying something, fundamentally a country will only sell you if they have something better. If I have, like, let's just say 5th gen, I'm gonna sell you 4th gen. That's how it always works. No country is gonna sell you the best of the best. So inherently you are buying something old. And again, because you are buying something expensive. And the penalty of that is you will not have enough numbers. When you are manufacturing yourself, even like, let's just say you have 4th gen fighter and let's say America attacks with 5th gen. Here's the deal. Multiply the numbers by 10 and you will win. Numbers game. And again, we have seen World War II with the exact same thing. We have seen German tanks were much better than American tanks, but American tanks won. And again, we have seen the same thing with Japanese Mitsubishi Zero fighter. Americans were not that better, but again, they just had so much number, they literally developed a battle tactics while getting killed. It's like, whoa, we are okay, that's the new strategy. And it's like, tada, numbers always win the game. Like 99.99% of the time, numbers. It's a numbers game. Our only just was making next version, but USA is delaying the delivery of the engines. Why we are buying that? A Hindi channel Throttle things cover CV engine technology as of. I think I have seen it. I think I have seen that. I also found your face too. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think they had a clip of me in the Mobility Expo. Bharat Mobility Expo. If you become a then what will happen to this bhakti? See, what this country did to me in family court and in court systems and in high court, and again, that's not just me affected. My whole family was affected. At this point in time, if India gets deleted, if I die, I do not care. Like, I just do not care. Chair for back pain. No, it's like how you sit there. That's the whole point. We manufactured MiG-21 approximately. Design, we copy pasted design. If you build something from scratch by yourself, then only you can improve it. If you try to kajigger something on top of it, it always limits you. Because again, it's thinking this way, like if it's working on someone else's code versus writing everything from scratch. Even though writing from everything from scratch will be difficult, wasteful and time consuming, over time that will give you more reliability. So that is it. Because we can't make our own jet engines. We can make it. It's just that we have to open our mouth less. It's like, bro, fly. Nothing more than that. Just fly. Fly, be serviceable, be reliable enough. Nothing more than, don't even cross sound barrier. Just like fly. Nothing more. Fly. Chair can't help the muscles that have no strength. Chair can't help the muscles that have no strength. I'm not sure what you are referring to, but it is there. So that's the whole point. Like, and kangaroos. Although so far my friend has not said anything about the vicious animals, but again, he lives in a city area, so maybe it's a outback area kind of issue. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Yeah. In terms of foundation, I have to say, now I'm talking about the, what you call it, you're saying better rocket technology in the outcome of going to a, no, they did not invented it. They copy pasted it from the guy. Basically, they copy pasted the guy itself. It's like, hey, tweet, tweet. They just like, tweet. Robert Gotthard? No, no, what was the name? I think Robert Gotthard, maybe. What the hell was name? I keep forgetting, the Saturn V designer. Like, literally, he was the V2, Robert, what the hell? V2 designer. Von Braun. Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting about the Von Braun. Yeah, Von Braun. So they just copy pasted Von Braun. It's like, hey, come with us. Australia also is more feminist than India. What difference does it make? I'm not going there to get married. Generally don't know what Indian YouTube channel are promoting in the name of science. Why do you think I made the YouTube channel? Literally, I made this channel on what you call a spite, so to say. For today, topic given us a review of foundation. Yeah, topic is, see, it's a live stream. People go with the flow. It's a live stream. And again, I genuinely enjoyed foundation because again, few things that are really good about this. First, their visual storytelling is different. Like, it looks like a foundation is a different world. Second, the Navacula, they fired Navacula 3 times and it was like, damn, like, damn, like somebody's like, damn. It's like, you know, it was like, damn. We have made, we just need to allocate more budget. It's not a budget. Never, ever, ever it was about budget. It's always about running from consequences. Basically, for everything, government is like, let's make a governmental agency. It's like, sir, would you fire people if they lose the, if they do not meet the deadline? No. Then why do you expect them to make anything? It's like, oh, ISRO is delayed a satellite construction by 9 years. What will you do? Fire anyone? No. Then it's like, of course they will be lazy. Of course they will not work. Like, again, that's the whole point of private enterprise versus government. Government is good for regulation, not for construction. Like, America does not, like US government does not like, okay, make us SR-71. They're like, dude, we want a plane that goes higher than U2 and faster than U2. The end. Figure out which companies. And again, multiple companies submitted the bid. It will be like this. It will, then they did design review. Then they gave contracts out of it. They're not making it. And again, if the one company fails to meet the what you call delivery, other company gets that, and that company gets company gets kaput, and that's how it's supposed to be. Competition, consequences. Indian government is like, no. But again, if every what you call individual, every youngling is scared of competition and scared of consequences, you're gonna be fattu for the rest of your life. Follow the order 97 Tejas Kaveri, there was engine. Yes, we had main legislation, motion, parliaments also was, should be discussed by which may result new laws. Yeah. At this point, motto life is live, let live. Yeah, that it was always that. It was never anything else. Australia is also getting anti-immigration, less chances to become a citizen over there unless you invest millions into their country. Every country is like that. India is becoming like that. India is like, okay, if you are a poor country, if you are a poor citizen, we're gonna anal you. What can, it's like, it's same story everywhere, man. It's not what you call unique or new. It's like, duh. I've seen your FFmpeg GUI. Now I'm thinking of developing my own UI Flutter using Flutter FMJ. I will make it a side project. Your idea is good. Let's see. Again, I haven't talked to him. Again, last week was so hectic. They could not. India fear bad consequences. Always live a stable job due to society's. Again, that makes us cowardly. And if you are cowardly, nature will kill you. The end. There is nothing more than that. Like I keep saying that Americans do not have any magical technology. They just have balls. Like they dare to fail. Like think about it. Like they went into Japanese airspace, they're getting killed, and instead of running away, they're like, nah, bro, let's solve it. Like that's the whole point. It's not about budget. North Korea displays a drone like Global Hawk. It takes time, but chance to improve is high. It's always about balls. It was never about like think in this way. All the youth in India, especially in UP, MP, Bihar, Jharkhand, all of these people who are like, okay, applying for 4-5 years of like, okay, government job. It's like, what are you saying? Like, you really have nothing else to do? Again, one, awesome. Two, awesome. Third, don't try, man. Like, do something else. Time is the one thing that you cannot gain back. Time is the one thing, and they are all scared of it. All scared of it. It's like, and again, government job does not pay that much money. If you remove the corruption, all of them will run away from it. So why they are going there? Again, corruption. Because if you remove the corruption, the salary is so poor. It's like my salary will look good, and again, it's bad. So it's just cowardly. It's just cowardice. Nothing more than that. We just like, oh, it's this and that, and like poor people saying like it's about prestige. No, it's not prestige. It's pattu. And if somebody else is rewarding you for that behavior, no, oh, you have government job, awesome. No, they are also poor. Like that's the difference between Central India and South India. Like South India, like if you say government job, people are actually go, what kind of government job? Like there are certain, like soldier, GG, police, railway, and then there's like bureaucrats out. Like that simply means China is suffering for too much competition. Again, see, everything has checks and balances. You're supposed to have checks and balances. As you know, so I hate traders. I have moved to Dubai soon. I have to move to Dubai soon. Oh, huh, interesting. Every time I say boss, I get flashback from my contract engineering notes. I love the video progress AI and until my juniors can't get freshers jobs, company demand experience and seniors. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like that flash flooding that has happened of like senior devs, that is really, really bad for junior systems. Again, the sole reason I can even think of building that FFmpeg program is simply because the genius Jagdish, he did not get the like job, which again, I can guarantee you a few years ago, the moment he came out of college, we were like, so government job security is not even affect AI. How much you say when you were a game artist? Started with very low, 8,000. That was 7-8 years ago. 9 years ago, I think. 9 years ago, 8,000 started with that. It went up to, what was the last one? 20,000, 24,000, something like that. But it was in Bangalore. Thankfully, they had food, so it was not that expensive. And that's how I bought my DSLR. That's how I started to save money. I was very lucky when it comes to that job thing. Like I literally, this is how I got job. Phone call, bro, you want a job? I'm like, yeah, bro, come. And again, they do not even give me job. They are like, okay, we had such a bad experience with newbies that we're gonna give you almost 6 months of training and then 6 months of job. But penalty would be your salary would be capped at 8,000. It's almost like because we are paying for your training, we have to equalize that. So 3 people, like I think 20-25 people got into that first batch. 3 people left. Is like, so salary is too low. And I was like, okay, this is my first job. Like getting some money is more important to me. So I did that. And it was a good decision. I really liked it. Other than for my spine, it was a really good decision. So it was a really, really good decision. Hold on, let me drink some water. Boy cooked on less than Nia Majburi. Yeah. How do you gamble when you have a family to take? How do you take gamble when you're like you're supposed to adjust this family trade, make handle monetary failures? Can it handle more? You have no other choice. See, it's always goes back to the same thing. Like you can't complain of poverty if you're never taking risk. It's as simple as that. It's like, what if this goes bad? What if this goes bad? It's like, such is life. Bro, you do job with a YouTube career? I'm not getting you asking or telling. Like this is my full-time job as of now. I'm working on other things also, but like as of now, this is my full-time job. You got bored by fighting so much war? Maybe, but no, I think it's ingrained in their culture. It is ingrained in their culture. It is ingrained in their culture. Like, again, like if you are, what you call, so scared of consequences, don't have a family. Like, There is no answer to that. It's like you are here to solve problems. You are here to suffer. The end. There is nothing more than that. You have to endure it or just handle it. All failures are monetary familiars. Huh? Again, you are free to run from consequences, but consequences will run after you if you do that. And again, output is here. Output is here. We are living in that country. It's like why don't we have good roads? Yeah, because you have governmental jobs. Oh, why don't we have good this and that? You have governmental job. Oh, why did government can do whatever they want to do? Because you have governmental job. There is no checks and basically it's your own action that leads to this outcome, and then the only output is again, even this so-called central India part where they're government job. Why they orgasm so much when the people leave for America and all that? Like they are paying. I'm not joking. There are some of the farmers, they are selling their land, like lakhs and lakhs and crore of land, just so their kids can go to USA. I'm like, why? What happened to that safety and security? It's like it sounds very good, but the what you call the worst risk you can take in life is not taking any risk. And it's not even risk, it's like you will land on your feet. Like if you try a business and it does not work out, you will try something else, but you will have that experience and that will lead to something. Everyone who is successful literally has that. Mindset can be paranoid and optimist at the same time, hard to maintain because they are seeing things in black and white. At first, Morgan House. So, can't make a rocket just like NASA? Of course it can't make. That's why their rockets are so ancient. Like look into, what is that office name? Government Accountability Office. Hold on. Government Accountability. ACCOUN. Yeah. CAL. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. They have weird name. And basically, COMPTRO, Comptroller and Auditory General of India. They release what you call reports. You can look into the reports and like how things are going. You would be so shocked. It's like, damn. And again, that's why ISRO rockets has not improved. Like think it this way, like how old is SpaceX now? 10 years minimum? Like how old is SpaceX? When was first SpaceX booster landing? Booster LANDING, booster landing. 2015. Yeah, 10 years. Garbage has never been replaced by AI. First of 2015 to 2025. Yeah, 10 years ago. Like in 10 years, we have never built anything. Like we did not even start to change our designs. It's like, whoa, we have to improve it. No. We are exactly 1990s, 1970s to be fair. No, I get that. SpaceX is 23 years old, but the first booster landing happened in 2015. Now we are at 2025, so that gives 10 years of booster landings. And we are still at 1970s technology because yeah. Who's gonna fire us? Nobody. What's the competition? Nobody. Nuisance literally after this statistics economics. OBWay, you are just randomly saying random things. Not to serve people, but one job because there's no accountability. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like there is only one solution you can have. Like basically start to firing people. Like actually start firing people. If a government teacher and you cannot write in English, yeah, you are out. Like no bullshit, no horseshit. You are actually out. Like the end. No, or suspend or this or reshuffling. No, you are out. Like that's the only way you can stop people from, people from flooding the exam. And again, if I were in position of power, that's the first thing I'll do. Like you can only apply for exams for 2 years, not more than that. Like if you sort it out in first exam, awesome, you are smart. Second, you're hardworking. There is no need for third. Like do something else. And again, that also reduces the money spent on the exam. Like right now, more than salary people are spending on the exam itself. Because again, so many every year, more and more people are failing, of course, because the slots are filled. So number of applicants are going up. It's like, that's stupid. You can't have I have 1500 slots. Now I have 50,000 applicants. That is not healthy. That is stupid. So That is there. Nvidia is going too powerful. They buy 5% of Intel. Where there's anti-competition law for US. Again, I don't think 5% triggers any sort of alert. That's why it's so low, 5%. I guess you've been reading comprehension problem. I guess you've been reading. Government teacher does free election work. They are already overworked. Nvidia is busy buying own stocks. I say otherwise. It's okay to run from suffering from the family of a bachelor. No, see, it's not running from suffering, it's running away from meaningless suffering. Meaning, I do not dislike the concept of marriage. It's a really good concept. It's a necessary concept. Everything about it is awesome. It's just that Indian government decided, specifically court system decided, it's like, what if we F the husband? I'm like, okay, bye, die, the end. Like, if you give money to someone, like if you give a woman money for breaking the family, anyone marrying in that sort of culture is stupid. And again, you're playing with fire. It could work. It does work time to time, but don't be shocked when in 99% of the time it does not work. And be like, oh, it's 1%. No, it's much larger than 1%. That's why I said, do not listen to me. Go to family court near you. I have no problem with marriage. Marriage is good. Marriage is awesome. It's just that creating a cultural system where it's like you have victim class. The victim class only leads to suicide. There is nothing out better than that. Like there is a reason every culture is against victim mentality, and you're creating 50% of humanity as victim, victim, victim. That is really bad. Like really, really bad. And this idea of like let's F the husband is like he's the only reason why you are alive. He's the only reason. He's the only one who's going to go and fight battles so you can bitch about it. If he leaves, how to put this politely, barbarians will say it's not your pussy, it's our pussy. Like you seen, like, Afghanistan women, they have so much freedom. They never have to worry about shopping, they never have to worry about education, they never have to worry about birth control or education. They do not have to worry. It's okay to run for something. It's like we are not behind in terms of a rocket. USA is too ahead of us. As you, my parents are government school teachers, so I know about this topic. I thought it's a new iPhone. Again, I know no interest in iPhone. Like my father's friend's son got chance in NIT after 5.5 years. 5.5 years. NIT, isn't it that exam? Like what did he became after NIT? Let me tell me that. Investment on 26K, government school teacher lost their job due to correction. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Looks like ruling party does not understand how family court will collapse Hindus. Again, they do not care. And again, if women do not care, like not even one woman came of position of power to like, no, you cannot allow a woman to bring someone else's child in a marriage. What's the point of fucking marriage? Not even one woman of power came to her, like not Kangana Ranaut, none of them. None. That's shift. Now again, it's like you play victim, you die. Like victimhood is not a good thing. It's almost like short-term orgasm and long-term suicide. Like how Japanese people are like, we will not be bowed down to like, like this defeat. There is no defeat. We'll rise back up, work 3 jobs a day. And then people are like, oh, why we are not having children? Yeah, you work them to death. Enjoy your death. So many times this sort of things happen. There should be no marriage. It goes against nature, to be honest. No, it does not go against nature. It goes against brutality. Nature runs on brutality. We run on intelligence. And we got intelligence because of marriage. There should be no USB 3. It's against the nature. Institutional marriage order has to change, otherwise it will end. No, it cannot change. Like there is no other design or architecture that even 1/10 of the efficiency that marriage has. But again, if you create a corrupted, what you call incentive structure, output would be corrupted. Like create a a government job. You will not fire someone. You will not switch them. You will not bankrupt them. Like there is no penalty on failing. Why will they succeed? So you created corrupted, what you call incentive structure. That's what's destroying marriage, not the marriage. Marriage itself is awesome concept. You just have to make sure you do not corrupt it. You do not be like, oh, F your husband and get money. If you do that, you have to die. Like nature has to like, whoa, this is cancer. Like let's fire missiles at it. So, what is your point view of India's future? Is it good to migrate to another country? Try to have as many options as possible. So, I'm 30 years old, not able to find any other purpose in life except to getting married. What should I do in life? See, if your life is that stupid, I'm sorry for you. Like if your whole existence revolves around that thing, I'm sorry. Like you have never exposed this to anything useful. Like this does not exist in you. You are literally what we call NPC, non-playable character. Like you are literally going through the motion. Like you have to build your own self. Nobody else can do it for you. Why the ruling party does not care when their sole voter only this? Why did not Japanese people realize that working their men to death is not sustainable? Only cause person want the females take every male just boys don't study, they are useless. Yeah, that's why we run the civilization. We are useless. It's such a woman logic, na? It's like, oh, women are smarter than men. That's why we are oppressed by hairless monkeys. It's like, in South Korea, didn't start to work on artificial, they will die. Yeah, that's the whole point. Shouldn't be building more RRTS like satellite towns around it. Define RRTS. Do you mean rapid transit system or something? I don't know. Purpose at 20. Again, I do understand that, because if you never intellectually grew, you will always be like, just like, oh, I do this and then I do that. It's like you have to intellectually push yourself to reach a point where it's like, South Korea should put all the money from poor family policies, invest them into artificial form. Let's see what happens. I'm just like, it was so hilarious to me. So many feminists were like, oh, this South Korean woman, they are showing the patriarchy, like, no sex, no childbearing, nothing. And I'm like, no, that's just death. Like, all you are doing is removing yourself from the gene pool, nothing else. Nothing else. It's like a rapid transit system. Why Jerusalem for all the word you said in life? Why you are asking me? I do not know whether like... It's like, I think if the maybe government job employees have less divorces, again, then your country dies. Running away from consequences only leads to death, nothing more than that. Like, you're gonna die. It's just that live well, then you die. It's a very simple system. Yeah. Again, this is why I inherently dislike the idea of not having retirement age at, like, governmental systems. I mean, it's okay to run away from suffering caused by family. I'm 32, divorced just like you. 32. Damn, I'm so old. Like, I first thought, I'm 20s. No, Anupam, you are old. I'm 33, I think. No, I do not run away from suffering. Let that be clear. I run away from meaningless suffering. Like, for example, if I'm doing a, let's say, dead-end job, that's meaningless suffering. I will never do that. Like, I'll rather suffer with business. If it works, awesome. If it does not work, awesome. Because again, I would have tried something and I would sleep far more comfortably. Why would you say promise for citizens before making such a big family is a law? Our democracy is flawed with no checks and balances. No, public believed it's a good idea. That's what I said. This whole idea of, like, man bad, woman good, it's basically a cancer. If people believed this idea, people have to die. Like, you cannot run around it. Like, if you have this corrupted idea, the outcome of that corrupted idea will be corruption. And then nature will fire, boom. That's why I said, like, people in power always decided what happened to you, not your husband, not your wife. That was the always realization. Oh, it's like why men had power. It's like, because this, that's why they had power. It's like, because if you want someone to their necks for you, you have to give them power. Like, think in this way, like, if somebody gives me the child and says, like, you cannot talk to that child, you cannot control the child, you cannot do anything to the child, will you take care of the child? You're like, no. If it runs away to something, it's like, what can I do? So that's the whole point. You give power, you give consequences. Awesome, GG. You give women power, consequences to men. It's like, dude, that's suicide with extra steps. And you did it. Enjoy your death. And again, to be fair, this is not the first time this has happened, and nor it will be the last time. But it will give women the ultimate freedom. There is only 2 or 3 output. Output number 1, whole humanity dies because of population collapse and we reach cascade failure. Option number 2, basically what we call the barbarians at the door. That's option number 2. It will be really bad for them. Really, really bad for them. And option number 3, which is disastrous from them, is like many start to use this. Instead of this, many start to use this. As in, they start to create replacement. And then women will have their final desire fulfilled. I want to be like a man. And they will be like men. Nobody would care about them. They will like, oh, I'm not going to have children. Who cares? Who asked you? Work, man, work. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, if that option happens, like artificial womb and bots and all that, it will reduce their price way too quickly, way too quickly. I'm like, it could drop their price so quickly that literally young girls have to get what you call that removal of uterus, hysterectomy or something like that, to like just to compete, because again they won't be able to afford period nonsense. It's like, yeah, if you do not work, you kicked out. Nobody's asking you to have bare children. We have the machines for that. So these are the three options. Whole humanity goes away. Barbarians takes from the door, which again is already happening. Or third option, men use brain. And none of these three options is good for them. Judiciary doesn't have make law, they generally make it a law, the parliament legislation. As other videos, US military has hellfire missile. Nah, UFO as in, you are confusing UFO to AFO. UFO means unidentified flight object, meaning the person observing it did not know what it was. AFO is alien flying object. Do not confuse those two things. Bro, what's the point of view of future of AI world? I'm scared. It is genuinely scary. It is genuinely scary. By the way, what about your relative? No, he's trying for the third time. He got F 2 times. He's trying for the third time. I asked because people talk about processor bureaucrats, laws, and never says anything about judiciary system. It's bad too. The one talking about Supreme Court judgment, child born outside of the marriage, didn't ask us before making that rule. That's the whole point. Again, people believed that. Like again, that's why I'm saying like this is women's best time ever. Right? If you listen to feminism, this is the best time women ever had. They have property, they have job, they have education, they have suicide, they have hysterectomy, they have this and that, 10,000 problems. So this is the best time they ever had. So if they mishandle this situation, all this what you call progress or privilege, whatever word you want to use, it will be taken away. It's like, bro, it's like somebody gave me the steering and I crashed the car. I'm never going to get the steering again. So it's up to women. You do not have to worry about it. You have to just like letting it go. Letting it go. You do not fight. You do not, just letting it go. In today's session, you can have 5 minutes about foundations, which was the main topic today's stream, I think. Yeah, I understand that. But you have to understand, this is live stream. I interact with it. It's like a video, topic, the end. Live stream, I just go with the flow of the public. So, and again, people will not watch if I ignore the live stream, so to say. Is he so rich that he's trying for that? He's desperate. According to normal distribution, women generally a bit smarter than men. By who? What logic? By what logic? I genuinely am confused. By what logic? Like, it's almost like, oh, we are smarter. It's like, by what logic? Like, it's not like, I'm not even joking, like all the sisters I have, like many of them make more money than I cannot trust them to repair like, electric, this switchboard. Cannot trust them to repair cars. Like, and I'm talking simple things like, replacing air filters. I cannot just say, okay, swap the battery. I cannot just say like swap the battery of an inverter system. So question becomes, in what way you are smarter? Like genuinely, what way you are smarter other than saying that you are smart? Today, enjoy tomorrow. Again, they will enjoy in third scenario. It's like, because third scenario is vengeance. It's almost like, oh, you wanted our power, enjoy. It's almost like, it bitch slapping an annoying child where it's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like, okay, do it. It's like, oh, then it burns and the consequences. Like basically all we have to do to fix the situation, just remove the consequences of her action to him. Just like, okay, it's your action, your consequences, go away. Like, for example, imagine how retarded a woman has to be like, I will get married and then bitch about like, oh, I gave you my youth. It's like, oh, you are telling me that if you did not get married, you would have been immortal and you willingly married, so you gave your youth away? Like, you do not deserve youth. Like, I have no idea how this philosophy came to be. It's like, oh, she gave you youth. It's like, no, youth was not in her control. You're gonna age no matter what. Youth is not something you can give. It's like, think of this way, like we start to bitch about every company we walked in. Like, oh, I gave him youth. Like, no, it's not in your control. You're gonna age one way or the another. And again, if it's better to, like, let's just say not getting married is better for your age, right? You age slowly, you age gracefully, or you do not age. Let's just go with that. Then all women are retarded here. It's like, why you are getting married? Live your immortal life. Nature is also killing her genetically. Not only Hindus, women will be deleted. Of course, see, we are the defective one. We let it this bad, so we have to die. Like, come on, bro. The only bypass we could have is like somebody reaches artificial womb technology before 20 years, so to say. I am doubtful. But again, I have seen way too much progress. The video I'm making on Thor 5000, T5000, it's coming soon. In that, I've seen way too much progress happening in bots. So I am now far more what you call likely to see that actually fembots are like very close, like scary close. Their battery life is weak. I do not expect the battery life to be better, but again, as long as like, you know, either she can be wirelessly charged or even have a plug, it will be fine enough. I did not got it. Is it all? Barbarians. Barbarians as in like whenever a culture becomes inherently internally rotten, something from outside destroys it. It always happens. It's a nature's what you call algorithm, so to say. Why would you ask a random woman fix something technical? It's called a technician, maybe just man or woman, whoever studied that and it's job done. Again, every time you reach that paradox, who do you call? Like, who is that random person? It's mostly men. It's like you know, a woman in the ivory tower is like, men are so useless, and pooping in the toilet is like, yeah, there has to be 100 men working so you can have toilets. You can't even poop without men. So, you're promoting a person, the glasses are working now, child of, were you promoted to a person with a, prompted to a person with the glasses at work or in childhood? I'm not sure. Work on oil rig, just me, like think about it this way, like how, there are some stories, like, you know, like again, even in Indian culture, like I'll give you an example of Chinese culture. This story is a bit beautiful. The idea is a husband-wife marriage. This is before feminism, okay? Husband-wife gets married, they have elopement, and then that time, emperor was building Great Wall of China. So he was just collecting people for that. Is like he saw a healthy fitment, they took it. Now, she was away for like, you know, doing some chore, and the soldiers came, took his husband away. And she, like again, this is very old, I think 1500 story. Year 1500, and she was like shocked, what happened, and she started to ask people what happened, and they said like, oh, soldiers came. Like she started to walk, like she did not have a horse cart or anything, she had nothing, but she started to walk just on her newly-wed husband's love. She started to walk, and she kept chasing like for years. And finally, when she actually, because again, the army was running on carts, so they were much ahead, and they started to work him in that wall section, to building the wall and all that. And it was brutal work, meaning most of people just died, like it was just slave labor. And he worked there and died. And like finally she reaches to the section of the wall, and finally she figures, somebody says, oh, your husband was working in that section. And she finds that, but she finds the dead body. Like she finds the dead body of the newlywed husband, completely broken, and it's like, you know, just dead, abandoned. And she cradles the body, and she is like so much pain, she screams. She screams so loudly that whole section of Great Wall of China is destroyed. That's how we used to be. That was normal for like, you know, a man and woman, not like men the oppressor. Like that's how it was. And again, in India also it's the same story. It's like, you know, god of death, Yamraj comes, is like, I'm going to take your husband. And wife is like brand new wife, brand new marriage, brand new. It's not like, you know, second marriage, third marriage, or like, you know, love marriage or anything like that. It's a brand new marriage. And wife is like, no, you're not going to take my husband away. The end. Like, I do not care whether you are a god or not. You're not going to take my husband away. Like, that's how women were in their own stories. Powerful, going able to, again, they knew life was suffering, but they endured it. And again, because they endured it for someone else, they could actually endure it. Now they are suffering for themselves. It's like, it's like, bro, you have to suffer for someone else. You can't suffer for yourself. Like, if I started to work for myself, I'll go broke. Like, I have to worry about my family and all that. That's how I remain sane. Why Turkey is below replacement rate despite being 99% women? It would be interesting. I hope we will develop 2035. Charles Darwin says chances of survival high with who has most no. Most no as in? I'm not sure. Please say something about Andrew Tate. Very basic, very generic guy. Nothing fancy. It's like, it sounds ooh ah, but I'm like, I'm so old, I knew about this, you know, MGTOW movement and all that. It's like, it's a very, what you call, generic, very generic. It's like, Nothing. There is nothing of substance. It's just like ooh, ah, like sensational. Yeah, that's the technical word. Charles Darwin's chances. I hope. Why took it first? Like 2 days back, I was going through the comment section under your operation with which in a partial which we did this more to get this number. Yeah, it's almost like everybody's like, oh, population should be low. We were that. We did not had population and we were starving to that. Like we've gone through this. It's not even a new thing. It's like it's our history book. Read the goddamn history book. The woman now give birth to a child just give alimony and number of child proportional to alimony amount. These stories were just fluff by the way or some time pass. Again, stories are cultural glue. That's how religion is built. And again, there is a whole stage like that happened. That woman followed. Of course, I'm pretty sure that collapsing of the that wall section, that is overblown. But I'm pretty sure that story did happen. So, what do you think? Love is greater than sex? Sex has to happen first, then you love. Again, Maslow's pyramid of need. Sexual intimacy is what you call love. That is on third level. Sex is on the base level. So, that's there. India's population should be get things 100% eaten. Your part. No. MGTOW movement was very what you call childish. Like it was very unbaked. That's how I can say it. It's like it started, and you'll finally reach the monkhood. That's where I want to be. That's where I am planning to be. It's like just like world is not my responsibility. If world is deciding to let's F Anupam Vipul, I'm like okay, bye. I'm not fighting for it anymore. It's like I'm out. Thanks for this. Have a great weekend. Yeah, it's 1 hour. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys next week. As if somebody watches this stream and is like talked about like, oh, why the heck this guy is not talking about Foundation season 3? I'm like, that would be funny. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.